Alright, hello there everyone. So we're back for another week of weekly psychic readings. So this is going from the 31st of December, so New Year's Eve, right through till the 6th of January 2019. So just wanted to say about how I work. So I work with my spirit guides. I've already sealed off and I've asked them to come close to give everyone out there exactly what they need for this next upcoming week, and to give you healing as well over this next coming week about anything that you may need healing about. Yeah, okay, so just give me one sec. I'll just give this an extra cleanse. Just make sure the energy's all super duper and we'll get straight into it. Alright, so yeah, it's funny at the moment. There's a bit of mixed energy around. There's people that are really excited and really keen and really, can't wait to start the new year. There's people that are reflecting on the year that has been and have been, kind of a little bit stressed about it and a little bit like, geez, I hope next year isn't going to be like the one that I just had, because there's been some ups and downs in it. Now they're telling me that you're looking at the negatives of this, and you're really looking at the things that you feel didn't work out in the way that you wanted. Now, and they're saying for you to think about what you actually asked for as well. Because, a fair bit of the time we get what we ask for, but we don't actually really think about that, and think about what that can be, and that sort of thing. And then when we get it, we're like, oh, I'm not sure if I want this. This isn't really good. And it's that thing really in looking at the way it's helped you navigate through this year and get to this point that you're at this moment, and how that has helped you really become more of a full person at the moment, and really, someone that is more expansive, more enlightened. And they're talking about responsibility and about taking responsibility for things and taking responsibility for your actions and how much power this gives you. And that thing about going, okay, so whatever, however you're going to spend New Year's Eve, they're saying, have a good time doing it. Watch out for your fellow brother and sister, watch out for them, as in, this is really about spreading cheer to people. And this is about being in your center and having a good time and really expressing celebration and having a good time in whatever way that is. And it's really not getting caught up in the little things here and there. It's about really giving yourself a pat on the back for a massive year completed, and some really awesome stuff that has occurred through this year. And that real, bumping up, that changing of the level into the new, and that sort of thing. And, really admiring the strength that you've had throughout this year as well, and really sort of, getting back to that thing where it's like, what are the things that have made this year really good? What are the things that haven't worked for you? And it's not about getting stuck in them. It's just more about reflecting on that and going, cool, well, if I felt like I didn't have as much support over the last year, how could I have that in this year? Well, the first thing is to start doing these things for yourself. So start supporting yourself more. The more you support yourself, the more you're going to bring that in. This is the same with love, with fun, with happiness, with, money, and that sort of thing. How are you thinking about these things, and how are you giving these things to yourself, and how receptive are you to letting these things come into your life instead of trying to figure out, exactly how it's all going to work? They're saying, leave that up to us. This is really about asking for, I want this or better. and asking your guides, I want this or better, please. Can you bring this to me? Whatever's going to be best for me, whichever's going to be suited most to me. And it's really about the saying, leave the hard work to us, and that sort of thing. Now, I did mention responsibility a second ago, and this is really about, when you start really taking responsibility of the things that have occurred in your life, what happens is you really, if you allow it, there's a lot of power that gets generated here. And there's a lot of sort of insight, there's a lot of focus, and there's a lot of, really beautiful energy that gets created here, and there's quite a bit of momentum. So this is that thing about, if you are able to take responsibility for a situation, and this is especially when there's people around you and there's other people involved in this. This is about going, right, I'm going to take responsibility for my own feelings. I'm going to take responsibility of, how that situation has played out and what's occurred in this. And I'm not going to handball my shit to other people. I'm going to own this, and I'm going to own it and go, cool, all right, so somewhere I must have, created this. Somewhere I must have brought this to me, because there's something in there that I really need to learn from. Just letting that bus go past. Yeah, there's something here that I really need to learn from, and there's something here that it's giving me an opportunity to be able to stand in my strength more, take back my power, take more responsibility, realize that about giving myself more love, about giving myself more freedom, or receiving, or this kind of thing. So this is about sort of looking at not the crap up the top, this happened and this person said this and blah blah and all this sort of thing. It's about owning your feelings, and this is about going, right, what's the underlying cause? Now, one way you can actually do this is just find a bit of a quiet spot, take a few breaths, relax, and just pour, white light through you. And then, they're saying, don't even ask us. This is about you asking yourself. You say, you can call it your higher self, the great spirit inside you, the God part of you, whatever you want to do. They're saying you can ask us as well, but this is about you asking you, what was the thing that was going on here? What do I need to learn by this? And, just go with that first thing that pops up. Go with that first sort of colour or image or feeling or whatever that pops up at that time. Because, generally that first split second where that thing just pops up or flashes or whatever it is the answer. But we manipulate it, we make things difficult for ourselves. We start thinking about them. They keep saying the word convoluted. I can't actually remember what that means. But it's really about what is the thing that's going on here, and how can I make this something that's going to be positive for myself. How can I make this something that I go, okay, cool, this has happened, I'm taking responsibility for it, I'm going to learn what I need to the underlying reason, and then move on from there. So back to, some of the other stuff. So this is a beautiful time as well, no matter where in your cycle or whatever you are. This is really about, really starting to honour what you want, so this is about being a bit more focused and clear about what you're looking for. Now, don't make it too complicated. So many people, I want to do this, I want to do this. They make it so complicated and they put too much on their plate. So they're saying narrow it down to a couple of things. What do you really want to create for this next year? Oh, shit. Sorry, I just had a spider jump on me. Oh, that was a bit scary. I'm a bit scared of spiders. Oh. What do you want to create? I can hear my guides laughing. Uh, okay, yeah, so, this saying, this is about, they're telling me this is actually quite good. David is very scared of spiders, and he had this spider jump on him. He could have gone in two ways. Yeah, there was a bit of shock that came up, but he chose to look at it in a humorous way and have a bit of a laugh about it. And even though it was very unexpected, and it was something in which, could have been, you could say, this is a bit of a harsh word, but traumatic, been a bit difficult, you can actually look at it and go, okay, where's the other side of this? Don't take yourself too seriously. So back to, the New Year's stuff. If, you're writing lists for the next year and what you want to do, make it simple, make it easy, and because a lot of the things that you want to do, they really come down to, sort of one base element. I want more stability in my life. I want more strength in my life. I want to be more successful. I want to, have more support or love, or more finances in my life. So this is about that thing about going, okay, cool, I want to do this. Now, the things that are going to spring off that are going to help me get to that thing that I'm looking for, get to that goal, is going to be this, this, and this. And it's about, don't pile too much on. They're saying, hey, look, if you accomplish everything by, the third or the fourth or the 6th month or the 8th month or whatever it may be of next year, 2019, well, then you can go back and go, okay, well, I'm just going to tack on, add on a few little bits here about other things, because you're going to be changing in that time as well. So, what quite a lot of people do is try to, do so much all at the one time, and they overwhelm themselves and they go really hard. It's that typical thing, oh, I'm going to join the gym, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. For the first 2-3 weeks, you're like, yay. And then after that, it all goes away, and you forget about it. So this is that thing about, doing things which are going to increase your happiness and you're going to have fun with and you're going to really enjoy. And, you're doing them because, bottom line, you're going to be feeling good, either getting an end result, and that's really going to uplift you and make you feel good. And this is about getting on your path, So when you're on your path, this because you're feeling good, you're happy, you're enjoying yourself. Things go smoothly, they go easily. When things are really difficult and really hard to do, well, it might not be the right time. So, pick a few things that you want to do and, just sort of aim for those things and go, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this course, I'm going to start this project, I'm going to whatever it is. But, the underlying thing is, it makes me happy. I feel really good. It brings joy to my life. It brings fun to my life. It's going to, uplift me even more. It's going to help me feel even better. And that sort of thing. So, okay. What else? All right, they're saying there's not much else. That's about it for this weekly reading. I just wanted to say a big shout out there to everyone, and just saying thanks heaps for joining me on these readings every week. I really enjoy doing them, and be good to each other. On New Year's, man, be good to each other, be good to yourself, have a good time, do things for the right intention. Do things because it's based in some real quality stuff. Okay, all right, I'll leave it there. Like, subscribe, comment, all that kind of stuff. I'm available for readings, healings, intuitive counselling, mentoring, lots of stuff. So yeah, any inquiries, check me out on my Facebook page, Golden Lotus Healing and Reading. Okay, all right, love you. I'll see you next year. All right, bye-bye.